Welcome dear students. In this lecture we are going to discuss the concept of the atomic radius. Atomic radius is a very important parameter which decides the physical and chemical properties of any atom. Now my dear students, it is very difficult to find the atomic radius of an atom because of the three reasons. Reason number one, atom is a very small particle. So to find the atomic radius of such a small particle, that will be a very difficult task. Secondly, atom has no sharp boundary. The probability of finding an electron never becomes equal to zero even at a very large distance from the nucleus. So the boundary of the atom is not sharp, rather the boundary of the atom is something like this irregular type, like this. So there are some points where the distance between the nucleus and the boundary of the atom is very small. Then there are certain points where this distance is very large. Then there are points where this distance is medium. So because of this non-sharp boundary of the atom, the atomic radius is very difficult to find. And the third reason is that the moving electrons of the neighboring atoms, they also change the atomic radius because of the forces of repulsion between them. So these are the three reasons why it is very difficult to find the atomic radius of any atom. But when we define the atomic radius, we say that atomic radius is basically an average distance between nucleus and valence shell of an isolated atom, considering it spherical in shape. So we just suppose that the atom is spherical, and we also consider the isolated atom. When we take isolated atom, then there will be no effect of the moving electrons of the neighboring atoms. So atomic radius will be somewhat easy to find. And when we will consider its spherical shape, then this random boundary, that problem will be solved. So in this way, atomic radius can be defined. And this average distance is measured in the unit picometer, and you know 1 picometer is equal to 10 raised to power minus 12 meter. Now my dear students, atomic radius, when we move down the group, for example, in case of group 1A, when we move from lithium to sodium, then potassium, rubidium and cesium. I am not considering francium because of its radioactive nature. So when we move from top to bottom in this group of the alkali metals, then the atomic radius keeps on increasing. What is the reason behind? The atomic number of lithium is 3 and its configuration is 2,1. That of sodium is 11, 281. That of potassium is 19, 2881, and then so on. My dear students, the 3 electrons of the lithium occupy 2 shells, the 11 electrons of the sodium occupy 3 shells, and the 19 electrons of the potassium occupy 4 shells. Dear students, it means when you move from top to bottom, then the number of shells, they keep on increasing. The number of occupied shells, they keep on increasing. So the valence shell of the lithium will be second, that of sodium will be third, and that of potassium will be fourth. And as the number of shells keep on increasing, so the distance between the nucleus and the outermost shell, that also keeps on increasing, and we say that atomic radius increases down the group. Now my dear students, when number of shells keep on increasing, suppose it is lithium having 2 electrons in the first shell and 1 electron in the second shell. the nuclear attraction will be shielded by two electrons, and the nuclear attraction, because of this shielding effect of the two electrons, that will be decreased on the valence electron, and this is called as the shielding effect. But in case of sodium, there will be three shells, and now the nuclear attraction will not be shielded or screened by only two electrons. Rather, the nuclear attraction will be shielded by the 10 electrons. Now the thicker shield is present around the nucleus, so its attraction on the valence electron will be further reduced as compared to the lithium. So that's why, because of this increase in number of shells, the shielding or screening effect also increases, and the nuclear attraction on the valence electron, that keeps on decreasing. So there are two factors: number of shells increase, and because of increase in number of shells, then the shielding effect that also increases, and because of these two reasons, then the atomic size that keeps on increasing down the group. But my dear students, when we move from left to right in a period, suppose that in the second period, here is lithium, then beryllium, then boron, then carbon, then so on, the period continues, but I am just taking example of these four elements of the second period. So its configuration is 2 1, 2 2, 2 3, and 2 4. Now one thing which is confirmed is that when we move from left to right in a period, the number of shells, they remain same. Occupied shells, they remain same. As you can see, all of these atoms, they have two occupied shells, and because the number of shells remain same, so the shielding effect across the period also remains same. So these two parameters, they remain same. Now what increases down when we move from left to right in a period? That is the effective nuclear charge. Dear students, effective nuclear charge means the nuclear attraction on the valence electrons, and effective nuclear charge is basically equal to nuclear charge minus shielding effect. Now dear students, the atomic number of lithium is 3, that of beryllium 4, boron 5, and carbon 6. So when you will move from left to right in this period, then the number of protons in the nucleus, they will keep on increasing, so Z keeps on increasing. But as I have already mentioned, that number of shells and shielding effect, they remain constant, so it means that this S remains constant, and because Z increases, S remains constant, so the effective nuclear charge also increases, and when the effective nuclear charge increases, then the nuclear attraction on the electrons increases, which shrinks the atom, and the atomic radius keeps on decreasing across a period. So this one is the variation of the atomic radius down the group and in a period. But keep in mind that when we say that atomic radius increases down the group, decreases across a period, this increase or decrease is very small. It is not a very prominent increase or decrease in the radius. So it was all about the atomic radius. Take care.